We're at 3401 Lockwood Drive, San Diego, doing a camera inspection. We already pushed out. What you're seeing here, this glob right here, is this toilet paper that's been accumulated in the pipeline. I just pushed out with the camera. I'm going to go ahead and push forward a little bit more. This is all scale actually right here. Some of this toilet paper, most of it's scale, but it was actually backed up a little further up the line. It's actually kind of hard to push at this point. Just trying to get to the point of connection, but you can see how the pipe is starting to decrease in diameter and narrow down. It's not a full circle anymore, and that is because you can see that right there is just the buildup in there. It's typically from low flowing water, older cast iron pipe, etc., etc. It looks like here's our drop going into the main line, and our foot. See how our foot looks going into the actual main. Of course, it is holding water. You can see here's the clay line. I can't push any further because the camera doesn't want to make that little jump. You can see in the bottom right corner it's plus 12, and then you go plus 9. So that plus 12 means the camera's head is pointing almost 10 degrees north. So backing up, we're just going to go ahead and back it up and then do the camera inspection here. I'm going to pause it for a second so I can do some equipment. Okay, so we're just going to back out slowly here while I put the camera back in the reel. Again, that is the foot. That's where the cast iron meets the clay lateral going out to the city line. But yeah, this mine's heavily scaled. I would highly recommend replacement. You can see on the left hand side of the screen it has the bumps, and those bumps are what we call in the business knuckles. So those knuckles catch all the toilet paper and cause this white secretion here. Basically toilet paper, grease, there's surfactants, and here's a good shot of all the toilet paper you see that going on there. One of my concerns here, right about 70 feet. So, usually when there's a negative, that means the bottom of the pipe is actually gone. When you're actually just kind of swimming in mud, you can kind of see when I move the camera back and forth, you can see the scale and the mud coming up. So most likely the bottom of that pipe is gone. That's about 70 feet out, so that's in the yard somewhere. Again, the scale buildup on the side. The black water is because I'm disturbing that scale and that's buildup. As I pull back the camera, then here you can see some little hairline roots there. As I pull back the camera, I can actually feel the metal on the rag that I'm wiping the camera off with. Some cracks in the line, you can see right. Can't really see it too well, but there we go. Crack in the line right there, top right corner. This is a T coming in from the main line. You can see the water flow at the bottom. This is actually where the previous clog was. So as you round this corner right here, looks like there was a dead end at one point off to the left. And that's where the clog was. But you can see how it's +2, zeroed out, +4. That means the camera head's pitching up, so there's no downward flow of the pipe. And then again too, it drops down -4, -7. Typically you should be at like a -2. Pipe interior of the house looks okay. Again, too, a good jetting will take care of this. Maybe an possible liner. Looks like we have some root there. About 25 feet in, so I'm about 10 feet up, so you figure about 15 feet. Looks like this is a connection from the back bathroom, the new bathroom. Small little hairline root right there. Again, a good accessible clean out and a jetting will suffice to take those little roots out. We're moving up the vent stack now. This is a connection point from the vent stack going up. So in conclusion, the recommendation would be to, from the front area, the front foundation of the property or of the house, go new pipe all the way out to the property line, connect to the clay pipe, and then put a set of two-way cleanouts in. At least we can have some sort of access to maintain the interior pipe. Also to possibly look into a spot repair and a liner of what we can line interior of the house before the pipe integrity becomes nil. This is Lucas with Green Tech Plumbing.